Europe is considered the most developed continent in the world. Arguably, various factors such as gross domestic product, human development index, quality of education, infrastructure, and technological advancements places Europe at a high ranking. That said, amongst the about 50 countries in Europe, I present to you Finland, a country that can help you to actualize your social and economic dream as an immigrant and be happy ever after. So come with me as we explore the chances you may have to move to this country and the various work opportunities available in this. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you are tuning in for the first time, my name is Steven Ojo, and on this channel I give information about traveling abroad, settling abroad, and job opportunities in various parts of the world. And if these are what you would like to consume whenever you come on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. My existing subscribers, thank you very much. You guys are the best. Finland as one of the best places you can live in Europe and in the world, because Finland is actually ranked as one of the, I think, #1 in the happiness index globally. Many people wish to live and work in Finland. There are numerous job opportunities in Finland for foreign employees, both EUs and non-EUs nationals in various different kind of job categories. So we will talk about how you can make your Finnish dream a reality. What possibilities do you have as a foreigner to settle in Finland with your family? And finally, we will conduct an extensive study on the high demand job sectors and occupations in Finland, some of the very high demand jobs in Finland, and how you can access this job. So there are two main pathways to move to Finland. It's number one, you can get a Finland visit visa and try to find a job offer from an employer during your visit. So while you're still in your home country, you can also apply for a job, accept job offer from Finland employers, and apply for a work visa. So either you enter the country as a visitor and look for a job while your visa lasts, or you can apply for a job in your home country and apply to go to Finland. So let's go over the specifics of both of these possibilities. So Finland tourist visa or visit visa, what's that visa about? How can you get it? So Finland, after landing in Finland, the holder of a visit visa may be able to travel to any Schengen area, about 27 countries that you can actually go to with that kind of a Schengen visa. So when you're in the country, you can then begin to seek for job opportunities. Of course, if you are in Finland, you're allowed to search for job with your visiting visa. So if you are able to get a job, then you can be able to apply for a work visa and be able to remain in the country. So the cost of obtaining this Schengen visa is about 80 euro. It's about 80 euro that you pay as your visa application fee. So the next question in your mind may be, how do I apply for a visit visa to Finland? So you can apply for a visit visa to Finland at the nearest Finland embassy, VFS Global, or any authorized visa application center. So it's actually all depends on where you are applying from. So for more information, I would advise to visit the Finnish embassy website. And I'm going to drop the link in the description box so you can click on that and know where you can apply to from your location. So the next question is, what are the documents you required to actually put in your application for a Finland visit visa or a tourist visa? So number one, you're going to need your international passport, and it has to be valid for at least 6 months. You need 2 passport photographs. You need visa application form, and you need proof of income. You need police clearance certificate. You need self-employed. If you are self-employed, you prove of business, registration, and documents from the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Any other document related to your business proof of employment if you are employed. You need a letter from your employer with the details of your job. And it has to contain the position that you hold in the company and that you are giving holiday to actually travel. And you need your bank statements, and you must have at least minimum amount in your bank account for each day of your stay in Finland. That is about 50 euro per person for each day of your stay. You have to have that. But it is not suggested. You must have a bank account with at least 2,000 euros. And then if you're a worker, you have to show your pay slips, hotel reservation, and return etiquette, travel insurance. You need that travel insurance to enter any EU zones. So, like I mentioned earlier, you are actually allowed to convert your visit visa into a work visa while you are in Finland. So, the most significant prerequisite is a job offer letter from any Finnish company. So, now let us look at the second option, which is obtaining a Finland work visa while still in your home country. Let us look at how this works. So, work visa for Finland from your native country. So, all that is needed, a job offer letter from Finland is a needed document for obtaining a work visa. It is not feasible to obtain a Finland work visa without a job offer letter. So that job offer letter is a prerequisite. So when you put in your application to various Finnish companies or organizations, and they look at your application and they offer you a place, then they will issue that offer letter. So how do I get a job in Finland? Every day, employers advertise their vacant job opportunities on many employment portals in Finland. Look for opportunities that are similar to your field and apply with a good Europass standard resume, like a good CV and a cover letter. Don't always be too lazy to add a cover letter to actually describe your skills and what you're bringing to the table if you work for the organization. So when you have your job contracts, after you have been offered a job, you can then apply for a Finland work visa at the nearest Finnish embassy. So the ESA fees for a Finland work visa from your home country can be found. You go to the link that I will drop in the description box, and you'll be able to know how much you need to pay from your home country, because it varies from country to country. So, and in that situation, you must submit the original document to the nearest Finnish embassy after you compile your application and all the document requirements. Then you go to the embassy and submit the document. So what are the requirements for a Finnish work visa? So you need your job offer letter, that's contract, and you need all of the previously mentioned documents. The document I mentioned, your passport, insurance, pay slips, and all of that I mentioned for the visiting visa. Then you need all of that document under this Finland work visa. The typical duration of a Finland work visa is 1 year. It's always dependent on the sort of visa you have. If you have a temporary job and require a type B work permit, the duration of your work visa would be 1 year. Let's look at the high demand jobs in Finland. The high demand jobs in Finland for non-EU nationals. Let us look at these jobs. So following the pandemic, Finland, like many other nations, is experiencing a labor shortage. So the following are some of the most in-demand job sectors in Finland for foreigners, for non-EU nationals. We have in the area of housekeepers and cleaners, construction industry, plumbers, electricians, tire filters, roofers, carpenters, other woodworking skilled workers, workers in supermarkets and grocery stores, sales representatives, restaurant workers, IT professionals, healthcare sector. So you can find the area you fall into in this category. These are the high demand jobs that if you apply, they are hot cake. You can easily get an offer. You can easily get a place in Finland if you fall into any of these categories.